Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for being here. Welcome to another episode of Deportation Defense Live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 17th of October of 2023. I'm so grateful, so happy to be here with you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And so welcome and thank you. Today on our episode, we're going to talk about green cards after deportation. Like, is that possible? How do you get a marriage-based green card after you have a deportation order? And so we'll talk about that. And our office has done that in several different contexts. And so thank you and welcome. I really appreciate each of you for being here. I am going to keep our episode today short and sweet. And so I'll jump right in and get to it. Remember that the Deportation Defense Live is here to train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants who are facing deportation to make the most out of immigration law, to make the most out of their lives, and to win their cases. Are you facing removal in immigration court? Do you know someone who's facing removal in immigration court? Because if so, you know that it is not easy. It is an uphill battle. The laws are against us. And here at the Deportation Defense Live, we are here to maximize your chances of winning that case. So today our theme is how to get a marriage-based green card after a deportation order. And thank you all so much for being here, all right? As always, I like to start with a brief empowerment tip. My tip today is two words, and they are be passionate. Like, do you have passion for what you do? Do you have energy, excitement, drive? Do you enjoy it? Does your joy for it show? Have you ever seen somebody on the job that was like, bored, uninterested, uninspired? Like, please don't be that person. And if it is you, please recognize it and change it. And of course, there's multiple ways to change it, but the easiest one is to change it inside of yourself. Change your attitude. Bring passion to what you do. All right? And yeah. Another way, of course, is by changing your job if you're not passionate about the thing that you are doing. But my advice is get passionate about it. Bring the energy from within yourself. Just by having more passion, more energy for whatever it is you are doing, it'll increase your leadership in what you're doing. It'll increase the respect you receive for what you're doing, and it'll increase your own levels of joy while you are working. I can't encourage that enough, okay? That's my empowerment tip today. Hope that's helpful. Hope that's useful. So now I'm going to talk about the legal topic, all right? How do you get a marriage-based green card after a deportation order? And even while I'm doing this, thanks. I see everybody joining on Instagram. Luis Sanchez, hello, and Chris Lake, hello, and Die916, hello, and D Rock. Did I say that right? Jad Rock, DJ Ad Rock. It's probably like that. Anyway, hello, everybody here on Instagram. I really appreciate you all joining. Everybody on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you are, like, hello, welcome, thank you for being here. I'm going super fast today, and so, but if you do have a question, please send it in. I'll try to get to it, and I am going to, anyway, yeah, I'm going to move, right? So how to get a marriage-based green card after a deportation order. So imagine, right? Imagine you had a court case perhaps years ago and you lost, but you're still here. You were never physically removed from the U.S., but you have a deportation order against you, and now during that time you're married. You got married, you fell in love, married a U.S. citizen, started your family, you're here, and you have a deportation order. Yes, there are thousands of people in that situation, and yes, my office has helped and has fought for many people in that situation. So can you fix a green card when you're in that situation? Married after a deportation order? Yes, sometimes, yes, sometimes, yes. Okay? So you got to be eligible, right? So you've got to have a bona fide relationship with a U.S. citizen. As always, you cannot marry somebody just for immigration purposes. Got to have a bona fide relationship with a U.S. citizen spouse. In some instances, you can do it through a U.S. citizen child who turns 21, or other family relationships. We could talk about that. And then the second requirement is you got to be admissible. Admissibility is a big topic. We got to talk about unlawful presence in the United States and arrest history and any instance of use of unlawful substances, any instance of immigration fraud or false claims to citizenship or unlawful voting, or there's a whole slew of different admissibility issues to discuss. That's what consultations are about. And of course also, it helps if you were inspected and admitted or paroled into the U.S., because that gives you a one-up. You're able to, quote-unquote, adjust status if you have that in some situations. And if you don't have that, then you would be have to do it through the U.S. consulate overseas. So, but then it's like, okay, so we got that. Bona fide relationship with a U.S. citizen and admissible. If we can get to the bottom of those two things, that's a very important first legal analysis. All right? So, and how do we even do that analysis? Anybody remember from previous episodes? We do that analysis by requesting all of your FOIAs, Freedom of Information Act requests, all of your records. We request all the records from immigration, from all the federal databases that we can to see, if there was a problem with that deportation order, what caused the deportation order, what is there that we could try to fix. Once we do all of that, and now we know our strategy, it's basically a two-step process. Okay? Step number one is we file a marriage-based petition. The I-130, marriage-based petition. U.S. citizen spouse can file that petition for a non-citizen spouse. The petition says two things. One, I'm a new U.S. citizen, and two, I am in a lawful and good faith relationship with my spouse. Okay? After that, our next step is the big kind of starting of this process. And depending on the records, we either file a motion to reopen that deportation order and then continue the case in immigration court, or we prepare and file waivers. It's either a motion to reopen process or a waiver process. There is a waiver that can waive deportation orders. It's called the I-212 waiver. I'm not going to go... I-212s are complex, all right? They typically have to be filed from outside the United States. There is something called a conditional I-212 waiver that you can apply for arguably apply for ahead of leaving to process a green card through the consulate overseas, even with a deportation order. Yes, this is possible. And if you know somebody that's in any type of situation like that, have them reach out and let's discuss it. Okay? That's really the crux of my presentation today. Bottom line, if you're married to a United States citizen, or if you have a family relationship that might fix your case, and if you also have a deportation order, get legal help. All right? Get legal help first. Let's have a consultation first. Let's help you strategize it. There are options. There are ways to do it. None of them are easy. None of them are guaranteed or guaranteeable. All right? But they are possible. And sometimes that possibility makes all the difference in the world. Okay? That's all I got. today. Thank you all so much for being here. All my friends here on Instagram, thank you. Everybody on YouTube, thank you. Facebook, thank you. LinkedIn, thank you. Instagram, thank you. TikTok, thank you as well. If you still, if I haven't received any questions, so that's totally fine. If this was useful, if this was helpful, please subscribe to our channel in YouTube. That is the best way to stay in communication, to follow our firm. When you subscribe in YouTube, please click the notifications bell and you'll get a notification whenever we upload an additional video with updates, news, things of that nature. And as always, if you have an immigration case, hey, please give us a call. We are here to help. We would love to help. Okay? Thank you all so much for being here. I am Otis Landerholm. I am the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, or whatever day you're watching this. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Make it a great day, and we'll see you on our next episode of Deportation Defense Live. Thanks a lot. Take care.